As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders! Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, for the next installment of Saturday Last Call podcast with your hosts. I'm 401 Raider Jeff.
And I'm Chris for Raiders.
You're muted.
Guys,
I was practicing for later. Raiders first downs, if you guys want to click onto my channel. I'll put the link in a minute.
What the fuck? Off to a great start already. Yay.
Here we go.
Well, this week we're gonna preview the Redskins game for tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time. 10 o'clock your time out there, right?
Yep, 10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
So before we get rolling, let's check in with the chat, see what we got. We've got Robert Pena's in the house. Give him a Raiders here real quick. And,
Raiders!
And we have Raider Ryan in the house. What's up, Raider Ryan?
Ryan, what's up, brother?
Jeff, the infamous king of Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, self-promoting. This guy runs on Dunkin'. There we go. Accelerators in the house. What's up, brother?
I'm running on apple juice today.
What's going on, Accelerator?
Tanner Jacks here. Yes, we're going to win tomorrow. Sacktown Mike's in the house.
Hey, Sacktown.
Jeff and Chris aren't the greatest guys. They're the Raiders guys.
Hey, I'll take that.
What's up, JP?
I like it.
JP, what's going on, brother?
Robert Penny, nobody even likes these guys. We love them. So we got a big showdown coming down tomorrow. I know some people are sitting out there saying that this is a must-win. I think it's too early for us to start crying for must-win games. It's another East Coast trip, second one in 3 weeks. From videos and images I've seen already on Instagram and Facebook, Raider Nation showing up for this one too. There's a lot of fans out here in DC. They're out on the East Coast down in DC for this game. So hopefully that translates into a win for us too. They bring the good luck. But we all know what last week brought us. It was not what we expected on our home opener. Raider fans showed up. The Raiders didn't get the message, and they didn't show up.
The Raiders didn't show up. Yeah, the team didn't. The fans did, but the team didn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, the Raider fans showed up, and the Raiders themselves didn't get the message. So I don't know what happened there.
I guess they forgot they were playing football Monday night.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Then look at the schedule.
So we'll start with you two. What do you think we need to improve the most on based on last week's results? Like, what's the number one thing we need to really, really buckle down on this weekend? We'll start with Chris.
The center to quarterback exchange. That was horrific, man. I never seen it so bad in a long time. It's like the kid never played it. Well, he hasn't played before. This is a new position for him, but still. A kid, Pop Bornall hyped the ball better than that. I mean, that was atrocious. And the offensive line in total, too. Both of those. Okay.
Jason?
Overall, the offensive line's got to improve. That's Captain Obvious, don't you think? I mean, it's the interior offensive line. Get downhill, get a hat on hat. You know, I watched a guy on Instagram today that he was doing the all 22 film like 805 does. And he showed a run play, and he goes, "My God," he goes, if we would have thrown a pass on that play, we would have not got an illegal man downfield, and it was a freaking run play. It's like Parham, Meredith, and Kappa were all standing on top of each other with one guy, while everybody else was breaking the tackle, breaking in to get the tackles.
Yeah, I can't disagree with either one of you. It's definitely the blaring weakness based on last week. Offensive line was just horrendous. Meredith was just horrible snap. You didn't see that last week in New England. The week before, I sure as hell didn't see it, and I was at the game. I don't know what the hell happened between the game with the Patriots to Monday night's game, but that definitely needs to improve because Gravy was on with us, and he's in the chat right now. What's up, Gravy?
Fuck, Gravy.
That does throw your timing off. I had people when I said that throws your timing off. Oh no, it doesn't. No, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Most certainly does. Especially if you're on the shotgun, you got your feet ready to go a certain way, and that ball comes wobbling, and you have to stretch out to your left. That throws you off balance.
Yeah,
or you got to go off to the right.
Every little millisecond counts when the receivers are going for the routes, or even the running backs when they go off their routes. Because they want for half a second they're open, then the ball after the quarterback get they're covered. So
worse than that, if you don't get the ball back in time, crisp and clean, the edge rush when the edge rushers are already turning the corner and the quarterback hasn't even received the ball yet, he's still trying to grab the ball.
Yeah,
that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
And Gravy said it perfectly. It's like your window is open. It's open and then it's shut. Your opportunity to get that ball released and where it needs to be. And if you're pussyfooting around trying to recover from a bad snap, your window just closed before it even gave you a chance to even throw it. So, I mean, the good thing for us is yes, Jaden Daniels not playing, but as we all know, we don't have the best of luck playing sometimes against backup quarterbacks. Are you guys worried about Mariota coming in and starting against us this week?
I saw that PSTV from last year when the Red Rifle came in there and just tore us apart. I'm still suffering from that because we expect to play that one guy, Bryce Young, and he wasn't. Dalton came in there and just chewed us up. That's what I'm worried about. That's something I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Mariota himself. I'm worried the fact is that we play these, like the Chicago Bears when they had, I forget his name. We was talking about him last night when they brought in that D3 guy. And
Mullins?
No, from Chicago Bears.
Tyson Bagent.
Bagent, yeah. We should win that game. They got a D3 guy coming in, never played before in the pros. He lit us up, and with Luke Getzey as coordinator. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the actual quarterback, Mariota. I'm worried about we always seem to do the same crap every year. Every year. That's what we were talking about last night. Gravy is sick of it too, like I'm sick of it. Like, just change it.
Mariota doesn't scare me in the pass game. Where he scares me is in the run game. If they can start getting their running back going downhill, getting 3, 4, 5 yards of carry, on those, delayed handoffs, he's going to keep one and go around the edge. And Max has got to stay disciplined on his outside leverage because you know how Max likes to jump inside, beat the tackle on the inside shoulder.
Yeah,
it's going to be one of those times where he's going to jump inside shoulder and Mariota's going to keep it and just blow by the outside.
Right around.
Tough Jack. So all right, so you're not worried about him in his passing ability. You're more worried about his scrambling ability, is what you're getting at then?
No, his overall running ability. It just is
That's
running.
what I mean.
Though.
It's the same thing. Broken play, he takes off it and runs.
Well, that's scrambling. I'm talking about design runs.
I'm talking about
where they're actually it's going to be an RPO, but the P is going to go bye-bye. It's going to be an R and O. It's going to be a run option. It's not going to be because Mariota. Let's face it, we watch Mariota throw the ball every once in a while. He does halfway decent, delivers the ball on time, gets it to his receivers, but most of the time he's inaccurate. When he especially if you get him a little flustered, he becomes inaccurate. But it's his running. The scrambling is that's a problem anyways. And I think so far we've done pretty good, minus a couple. Sherbert got a couple sneaks on it, got out on us a couple times where we weren't disciplined and stayed and had our gap responsibilities, maintained our gap responsibilities. But other than that, when we play Drake May, I mean, he'd 2-3 yards he'd scramble for. That's not going to hurt you.
Yeah. And Robert Pena says Crosby's lining up against a rookie. He lined up last week against a second-year starter, and that guy held him in check. It wasn't Joe Alt out there. It wasn't Slater out there. It was Pimpkins guy.
Yeah.
That kid did a good job in that game.
Did.
He did. He really did. He really, really did.
Pretty much it. I was down for 3 quarters and a half to the last quarter. He started doing something. So, it's good. Good for him.
What was it that said? Yeah, like Accelerator says, we should just focus on shutting down the passing game and make them beat us with the run. And that's the other thing. It's going to be a rookie back there as a sound running back because Eckler's out. So it's going to be Korskit Merritt that's going to be running back there. And Chris and I saw him during the East-West Shrine game.
Yeah.
And kick and play. Kid's good.
Yeah, we like him.
How he's going to do as the start of this week, who knows? This will be his first start in the NFL. And, he's going to go up against our defensive front. So we'll see what he does against us. But shutting down Mariota would definitely be the priority here.
Well, the way the Reds been playing the last couple of games, their run defense looks pretty good. So they got to keep that up. Don't get last days ago because which comes on in there. Still keep your focus. That's one thing it seems like Raiders do. Like they'll play down to their competition. Oh, he's not starting today, so we have to worry about him. And then he'll break out for 150 yards rushing out of nowhere. They got to keep their focus.
Maintain that gap discipline.
Mario. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see JPJ back at center right now. He's going to be back at his guard. They're not going to change that.
Nah.
Not with a short practice week and with him being still a little bit hobbled this week with he just came out of concussion protocol. With a full weeks of practice, possibly you could see a change made in the future. I think it'd be too much to make that change right now. That's not enough time for him to practice with Gino and that front off that first line offense with him coming back to center. I think they just keep him where he is this week. I haven't heard anything about them moving him. I don't think they're going to move him. I think he's going to stay right where he is.
I don't think they're going to move him to center unless Meredith gets hurt.
I think that's the only absolute possibility because then that's just going to say that, well, this experiment didn't work, and they're not going to want to show that. They're not going to sit there. They're not going to want to be like, well, we were wrong.
Yeah, they're not going to admit their mistakes. So
they want to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Mario? Okay. Oh, Commanders. Yeah, we'll do a prediction later on in the game, in the show. I know we did it last night, too. What's up, Willie Wayne? A few others that have popped in here. Let's see, Eric Bell's here. What's up, Eric? Well, our defense isn't strong. Our running back is a rookie also. True.
Mm-hmm.
What is there anything? Is there anything on that Redskins team that makes you a little nervous?
Besides
like any of the skill position players?
Like McLaurin? Other than that, no.
McLaurin. And there's an outside possibility that Deebo Samuel doesn't play. You got to factor him into the run game as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Why they're saying he's possibly going to be out now too?
He missed 2 practices this week, but they were non-injury related. He was in IR on the list, personal reasons. So, they've had 25 days off to prepare for this fucking game anyway. So I'm sure a couple days ain't gonna hurt.
That's the downside. Their last game was on a Thursday night. We just played this past Monday, so we're at a disadvantage when it comes to that.
Yep, and we got to travel to the East Coast.
Yeah,
but
for the second time, and we still got another one coming.
But if you compare the injury reports, we had the advantage there. They're pretty banged up, even with all that time off. They're still banged up. So I think losing Austin Eckler is a big deal for them too, because he's pretty important in that swing pass game.
Accelerator says to put you at center. You can't be any worse.
I hated playing center. Yeah.
Chris,
all right, we'll talk to you later, Chris.
Probably lost his internet or something.
Man.
Well, what is it you feel is the what is it you want to address the most going into this week? I mean, I know you're usually pretty well prepared for this stuff as far as talking points and everything. What is it you really want to get off your chest about this week? Anything particular?
Yeah, establish the run and stay committed to the run. I mean, it's real simple. It's the ABCs of football. Establish the run, stay committed to the run.
And don't abandon it after like we did last week.
Yeah, just because you're down 17-6, you got a whole quarter. I mean, I'm not saying run maybe like a fullback dive every play, or little small ball type runs. But let's get out on the edge, man. Let's pull a freaking guard and get him out there on a freaking defensive back with Genty in plow. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching pro football here lately. You don't see that. And then I watched the 1988 Los Angeles Raiders versus the San Francisco 49ers. Watched the whole thing. Good God, we actually ran outside too. We ran in between the tackles and we ran outside. That was crazy.
Different team back then too. We don't have the talent that we had then.
It's Genty's a generational talent.
Number 6 overall, but yet we're not utilizing them enough.
Why can't we take the ball from under center and pitch him do a reverse spin pitch to him and get a guard and a tight end out in space for blocking for him. Eric Bell's got a good point right there. Screen passes. Why don't we run a screen pass? You ain't got to block the motherfuckers anyways. Let him go upfield and block somebody else downfield. Let him catch it behind the pass rush.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's all different kinds of ways to utilize what we have. And to say we don't have the talent, we don't have a plethora of talent, but we have enough talent to where we can get things done if we needed to.
I agree. But still, our blaring weakness is still the offensive line.
Yep.
Eric says, we got to utilize everyone, Bach and Bowers. I hope Bowers looks a little better than he did last week. You could still see he came back too soon, I think, but that's neither here nor there. Game's already over, but let's hope he's more of a factor this week. He still had 5 catches for 50-something yards last week, so that's still being productive, even with the bum knee last week.
He can catch 5 passes sitting in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He's that talented.
Hey, Eric, nice profile pic. You and Plunkett, I like that.
Yeah.
So JP says, will we ever see this team just beat someone outright and be in control from the start? I hope so. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. We have a tendency to not come out and smack somebody in the mouth right away. And, we let teams stay in games longer than they should be. What happened? Internet shit out on you?
No. Power grid. We had an electrical storm a couple of days ago, man. Ever since then, it's peaking solar panels and all that crap been messing up. So.
I'm sorry. I'll be honest. I am exhausted today. I don't know why. It's not that I didn't sleep, but
so it's marathon shows on Friday with gravy, man.
Yeah, but I went to bed right after that, and I slept like 5 hours. Got up, had a coffee, had something to eat. Next thing I know, 11 o'clock, I'm feeling tired, and I went and laid down in bed, and I slept until like 3 o'clock this afternoon.
The thing with the coach, man, once you get to chopping it up with them, you don't really want to stop. It's like it just like I don't know. It's kind of fun having him around.
It is. It's like we were getting ready to get off the show last night, and he popped in, and it's like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna keep rolling, and we just did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, we was 2 hours in the show. I said, oh, well, nothing happening. Somebody shot the door and they was going to sleep. So I said, we're going to wind down. But soon we do that. If we popped in, then the show lasted another 4.5 hours.
Everybody's in agreement. Establish the run. Stop turning the ball. Yeah, that right there.
Yep.
Gino's got to give up. He's got to stop with the interceptions. I'd like to see him throw 0 this week. I'd like to see 0 interceptions. I mean, he's got 4 already in 2 games. That's not good. You know, and only 1 touchdown in 2 games. So that ratio kind of sucks.
So that's last year's ratio. We want that again.
No.
The turnover ratio is always, if you look at it, is the most objective stat that results in wins, is being plus positive in the turnover ratio.
Yeah,
Especially when you get. Go ahead, Chris.
I was saying, despite the turnovers, we still was in the game. You know, we just made some stupid mistakes towards the end. But other than that, we were still in the game. But, things happened.
Yeah.
Eric says screen passes to Genty. I didn't know he had a press conference today. Did anybody watch that? Chip Kelly's today?
That was Thursday, was Chip Kelly's.
Yeah. I didn't see nothing, dude.
He might have had one today. I don't know. I didn't see anything. I haven't been on my computer much. I signed on just to make the studio for tonight, and then just like I sent you guys a message. Studio's all set. I'm going to bed. Yeah, screen passes not seen since Josh McDaniels. Yeah, the screen passes too. I mean, get the kid out in the open space.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let him get to the second level, man, and deal with those DBs and safeties, man. Jeez.
It's an extension of the run game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you're just using a different form of the run game.
No, Robert. My son gave me this for my birthday a few years ago. So.
I say that hat looks mighty dapper on you.
Thank you. See, I don't think Chip Kelly's on the hot seat. Do you? Do you guys think?
No. It's too early for that. Way too early.
No.
Way too early.
I don't think any of the coaches outside of maybe Pete's son. I mean, that's the only other thing I could think of as far as a coach on the hot seat.
Nah.
You know, as much as some people don't like Patrick Graham, the defense is still playing very well. You know,
I don't get that.
They kept us in the game last week. That game could have been a hell of a lot worse.
I don't get why people don't like Patrick Graham because, like I said, defense did the best they could for what they had. You know, being on the field for damn near 2/3 of the third quarter, they still held up to the 11 field goal. That's it. So, what did he want? He didn't give up 42 points or 56 points.
No.
You know, so I don't see the problem is.
To a high-powered, that quote unquote high-powered offense of the NFL, we gave up 20 points.
Yeah.
And only 3 in the second half.
Right. So, did that twice in a row. Yeah.
I just hope this loss from last week is fresh in all the players' memory, and they don't go out and do the same shit that happened last week. You know, you got to play better than that on a consistent level. You know, we can't play good one week on the road, come home, shit the bed, and then go on the road again the following week, and still not know on a short week, no less, too, and just roll the dice and like, hey, what happens, happens. No. I'm so disgusted after Monday night that it still stings. Even now, 5 days later, it still hurts. Because that's not the same team I saw in New England. I will say that.
That's not the same team. That's not the team we were all hoping for. You know, we thought, hey, we could beat them. We could have.
Yeah.
And too many things went wrong.
Yeah, overall, if you look at the overall picture, Chris, you're absolutely right. Look at the overall picture. We could have beat them, even as bad as we played. I really don't think the Chargers beat us. We beat ourselves.
Beat ourselves, exactly. A crucial hold while we were driving right there, in the
Yeah.
red zone. If that penalty had happened, we probably would have scored a touchdown, more than likely. And then Brock Bowers, that catch, he couldn't jump up high enough to get that ball. On a normal 100% Brock, he'd have caught that touchdown.
Yep. And you're right too, Accelerator. Monday night drained me. Ask Chris how I started off that show. I was yelling, screaming. I was hyped up. I was ready to go. And then a little bit into the show, you just see my demeanor change. Like I went back and watched it, and you could just see me go from being so excited and, looking forward to us, possibly getting the win. It was the home opener. It just added so much excitement. And midway through the game, I was just like, oh, the only thing worse than that was the Monday night game last year with Atlanta. That was.
We didn't watch that game.
No, we ended up talking about
everything,
not even Raider related stuff because it was just such a miserable game.
Me, you, and Turfers talk about all kind of stuff, but not the game.
Yeah, it was horrible. It's almost what Monday night kind of started to feel like, but we were still in it. Whereas last year we couldn't get anything done.
Yeah, because right before we was in agreement, right before the game, Jeff was yelling, going crazy, like he was actually there. I'm like, whoa, okay, let's do this. And then after that first turnover, man, that first turnover drained. Just took everything down like a notch or two or three notches.
First turnover was the first play of the game.
Yeah, right.
That's
what I say. Like,
here we go.
Oh my God!
God damn it!
Good start, guys.
Or I think I said something along the lines of, "Well, that was quick."
Yeah, it's just over so fast at that point. It's like, but so Raider Ryan says it's pretty bad for Gentry to be last in the league in yards before contact with over 30 carries. We have to block better. That O-line looked lost. The whole offense too. Even Brock missed some blocks. I'm not going to get on Brock's case. He was playing injured. He was playing a little timid.
Yeah, he was kind of gimpy, so I wouldn't give him.
His shit's good this week, and he doesn't have those issues. It's kind of
he started to feel a little bit more comfortable with it as the game went on. He was pretty apprehensive at the beginning.
And he didn't practice at all this week, which is a good thing. He shouldn't have. There's no way he should have been practicing out there.
He was limited. He had limited practice this week.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. So the game started so damn late for me. 10 o'clock over here. It didn't end until after 1 o'clock. Is Mostert playing this week? I don't know. Have you heard anything?
No, I'm looking right now. That's what I'm looking for because we need another running back besides Zamir White. I don't see anything.
Well, we've got
the only thing I can think of is they're going to keep Lobby on the active roster because of his special teams.
Right.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I can think of is either Ian Thomas is going to be down or Zamir White is going to be down to let Mostert play. That's the only thing. And taking and bringing and taking Ian Thomas out with Brock Bowers being banged up, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
Auxiliary says the Raiders are in a weird space where they don't have much talent but have great coaching. This means they should be average this year instead of terrible. Yeah, we don't have much talent. We don't have much backup either. We're short on depth, which is the same problem we had last year.
There is some talent. It's just got to uncork.
It's got to gel right.
Yeah, well, it's just got to uncork. It's just, like with Gentry, he's got to get his NFL mind and NFL body going. He has the talent. He has the speed. He has the power. He has the ability. We've seen it. We know. It's just he's got to uncork it. He's got to have like 3 carries of 10 yards each and look over at the sideline and go, there's no way you could take me out of the game right now. No. Absolutely not. Or what did Ezekiel Elliott used to do? Go, hey, Campbell soup.
Yeah, feed me.
You get it, but the idea is he's got to get into that that rhythm where it's, and when we first started against the Chargers, I thought he was going to, I thought, okay, there's one. All right, give him the ball again. No, we're gonna throw the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see anything about Mozart. Still looking.
Probably won't be until game time.
Yeah, more than likely.
So you won't see anything until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half before kickoff. They have to
so
announce their
11:30
53 or the 46.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we know he's not hurt, so
I reading accelerators here. I think certain positions we were overmatched, but as a whole, I don't think we were overmatched. I really don't. I think if you went line by line, each position head up, I mean, maybe the quarterback. We should have the advantage in the running back position. We definitely have the tight end position. I think we have better wide receivers than what the Chargers have. What mean?
It was like an air horn, like a.
well, you don't know that's somebody riding their bike. I guess he got a new bike 2 days ago. Running every day and all night.
In your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Go out there and give him a dose of "Get Off My Lawn."
No, he's out there in there. I was waiting for it to go.
You need to go out there and tell him, can't you see I'm talking? You need to turn that son of a bitch off.
He'll throw a stick through his front wheel.
I was able to throw it over. That's why someone throw a broomstick right there.
Indo.
Right, he was almost like the 11:30 last night. I don't know if you heard it or not. Like, damn, dude.
What's going on in the chat here? Yeah, Super Omicron. I agree with you on that one. I think Geno Smith it got into his head. He got a little self-conscious with how he was playing as the game went on.
You can tell his face, man. His facial expression was not like he was like just pissed off. I don't know if he's pissed off at the team or himself. But
then he started throwing high too, because there was one in cut that he had Jacoby Myers wide open and he threw it high over his head. That shouldn't happen. Not with a quarterback of his caliber. That shouldn't be happening. But tomorrow's a new game, fellas. And we'll have nice clean jerseys and uniforms to walk out there in Washington and, let's line them up. I mean,
yep.
They're banged up. You have to take it. I mean, Washington's a good team. Obviously, they were in the NFC Championship last year. Well, we got to take advantage of this. I mean, they're wounded, and when they're wounded, you got to take advantage of it.
So, like kicking man when he's down. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's football. I don't give a shit.
I'm saying kicking man while he's down. So
unless the referee blows a whistle and throws a flag.
Well, I ain't talking about literally in a sense. I'm just saying.
Figuratively.
When they're down, literally. They don't have their guy they drafted. They don't have him out there. They don't have their running back Eckler. So the only thing they have is McLaurin. And do you say that what you call the other wide receiver? He's not playing, or he was just out.
Debo might not.
Debo was listed on the non-injury report, so he wasn't injured, and it was for personal. He missed 2 practices, Wednesday and Thursday. Nothing was reported yesterday, so it's assumed that he is going to play, but nobody knows. So it could it be gamesmanship that's going on that, I don't know. I mean, it just really, in all honesty, I always liked Deebo Samuel. I always thought he was especially you give him short slants, where he's one on one with the secondary. They can't tackle him in the secondary.
No.
He's too damn strong, you know. So that's one of the things we got to worry about. Hey, you know, but I think Washington's using him a lot more like a scat back, you know, kind of like what we used with Marcel Reese. You know, a lot of out of the backfield sweeps, short dump, and not really lining them up in the X or the Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those sweeps and stuff. So you keep an eye out for that. I gotta check my power grid here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was like the electrical storm, man. Like just whacked everything out of shape.
Yeah. I just paid my electric bill today. Good God.
I paid nothing. Got solar panels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Jeff has them. But sometimes solar panels can be a headache. Sometimes, like Jesus.
One thing problem.
I know one thing go wrong. That's last time I talked. Last time I think it was a drought. When I went down, my whole solar panel thing just went down. I had to wait 3 weeks to get it fixed.
Yeah, that's not good. Good thing is if we lose power, I got a big ass battery backup, so it powers pretty much everything, internet included.
Yeah.
I got battery backup too, but it only lasts so long with these kids playing their games and watching TV and all that stuff with my wife. So
yeah.
Pitts boy.
Well, I got 2 fridges hooked up to one fridge hooked up to it.
I think we'll get a generator next and plug it out here. A generator from me out here, so if power go out in the house, power's out. Not in here, it's not.
What's going on, Hits boy? Welcome back, man. Long time no see.
What's up, Hits boy?
What's up, Hits? Yeah, he knock on my door and honey, the lights are out. My lights are on. What are you talking about? So
I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm not feeling that great right now.
Shit.
I'm in a funk.
Are you just tired, or?
Yeah.
It was a long night last night. So
should have got a double shot
it's
of
Dunkin'. Not even that. No, it's not even. It has nothing to do with how long we were on for last night. Something internally is just not right with me. It's causing my body to be all fucked up right now.
Yeah. How's your blood pressure?
I don't like it. It's good. Everything's good. It's just something's not right. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Brain fog or
stress of the game. Blood.
Yeah, that's a good part of it. See, what happens is with what I'm going through, it affects my ammonia levels, which affects memory and just how you comprehend things. And I'm on pills for it, but the prescription's off. I don't have the full right prescription because it's part of what I'm getting treated for. I have to take certain meds, and it's part of the treatment plan for it, but the insurance keeps denying the meds. So I get samples from the doctors, but it's not enough to cover my full amount that I'm supposed to take daily. So I'm only taking half of them, and I think it's finally catching up to me now. So I accelerated. I got stage 4 cirrhosis of the liver, and it's just wreaking havoc on me now. So my liver's as good as it's going to get. And my numbers are too good for me to go and get a transplant. So I just got to deal with it. I have my good days and bad days. Today's not one of my better days, that's for sure. Today's not a good day at all. I felt like this since I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Cider?
What's up, Cider?
What's up, Dixon?
Yeah, I feel
that was 2 weeks ago, Omnicron. That was 2 weeks ago already. Feels like it was still yesterday, but
maybe your body just now catching up to you. Like
Could be it. I don't know, but and I gotta go. I gotta go to Chicopee, Mass tomorrow for the
game.
watch party.
You think maybe it might be a little mental too, knowing that what you got to do tomorrow?
No, no, it's just like I said. I have my good days and bad days, and today's been one of my bad days.
Mm-hmm.
You think your bad day would have Monday night. That's just so
Emotionally, it was bad Monday night. This is a physical thing now.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I say about Monday night, as bad as they played, like I said earlier, they could have pulled that game off because the defense stepped up. They could have. This if only it wasn't Parham making that stupid holding play, we probably had a touchdown and got the ball back maybe and field goal another touchdown. But
No, that was our game to win. There's no two ways about it.
yeah,
But we just can't have those same mental errors this week.
mm-mm.
We can't get behind early either because for some reason when we start getting behind, we have a hard time coming back from that.
Well,
At least
You
too
know.
far behind. 3 points isn't.
well,
No,
Being
I-
down,
isn't
being down
that
3
bad,
points,
but-
that's not really behind. You're just playing. You're just shuffling at that point.
it was like 11 points early.
But one of the ways, especially with Mariota being quarterback tomorrow, if we can jump up 10, 14 points on him, what does that do? Makes him have to throw the ball.
Makes him have to throw the ball, and I don't think he's skilled enough to come back from that type of deficit.
No,
He's not that type of player.
He's not. He's not.
all his success has been with his legs.
Even with us, he did a lot of running. He didn't do that much passing. He did a lot of
And
running.
even with Tennessee, he had a little bit of throwing success in Tennessee, but it wasn't like
Well,
he wasn't flaring the scoreboard with his arm. I that's for dang sure.
Well, Tennessee had a good running game, so that's what they did. That's what they relied on.
Yeah.
They wasn't relying on throwing the ball down the field. Although he had some receivers, but he didn't throw the ball down the field a lot.
Nah.
No. He'll do a dink and dunk or a screen pass and stuff like that, but not like a 20-yard pass or anything like that. You rarely see him do that. Even with us, he didn't do that too much.
He was definitely deadly in the red zone though.
Well, yeah, you got to watch. Yeah,
He's such a threat with his legs.
Wow.
You know, he'd roll out and get one-on-one with he'd be one-on-one with the receiver in the back of the end zone and one-on-one with the defender, and it's like either you come and tackle me or I'm gonna run it in. You know, and then he'd just dump it over their head for a touchdown. He always did shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was like you got to pick your poison with him when he gets outside the pocket. You know.
Marcus is in the chat. You guys don't scare me much either. Talk smack now, fools.
Oh boy.
Thanks for all the good vibes in the chat. I appreciate you guys. I'll be all right. I'm just not gonna stay up late tonight though. I can't.
Happy birthday, Jack Kenna. Forgot to
Happy
mention that
birthday,
to you.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack, happy birthday again.
Yeah. Sounds like he's been celebrating since
I
midnight
think-
last night.
I like that how it works in society. You know, you married to your wife, her birthday come up, you take her out to dinner, have a nice little dinner and everything else. But then when it's your time for your birthday, they say, what you cooking for your birthday? My wife did that this past year. I know I made a dinner last year for a dinner, a nice little dinner, nice spread.
Yeah.
Then my birthday come around, say, what you cooking for your birthday? I said, why do I cook for my birthday? What's the deal?
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't have to worry about that because my birthday and my wife's birthday are the same day. We have the same day, same year. I'm 4 hours older than her. So whatever we plan for birthday dinner, I don't have to make one later on when it's my birthday because we have the same day. So
I got married on my birthday, so it's our anniversary too.
Today?
No, not today.
Oh, I'll just say, why you here?
No, we got we got married on my birthday.
Oh, you got married on your birthday. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
They said my anniversary. Huh?
And then her birthday is 4 days later. So usually we just pick one day that week that we just celebrate all three of them.
That's cool.
So
That's all good. I gotta keep an eye on my charger. What the? Oh, so my power might go out again because I got to convert back to the battery.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's no big thing. I don't expect us to do a 9-hour show tonight, so why
not?
You can.
You don't want to do a 9 hours?
You're welcome.
You can gladly set up the studio and do your own long ass.
Just leave me in this studio. I'll take care of it.
Fine, we'll leave you in this one. That's fine.
You can stay on as long as you want.
I'm not doing it.
No, I'm good with that.
Because I didn't sleep last night at all. I couldn't go to sleep. I'm like, damn, why can't I go to sleep?
Yeah,
I was sleeping here. I was sleeping like I felt I dozed off when we was doing this thing, our show last night. I kind of leaned back and
Chris was dozing.
I was dozing like crazy. Like, what the
yeah. And he got pissed at me for yawning last night on TV.
Yeah, because that made me tired. Yawning's contagious.
It was funny. It was funny how you did it though. You were talking. I was like, "You can go to bed if you want to," but I'm talking.
I
was like, I'm sorry, man. All of a sudden it just hit me.
I thought things I was saying was boring you. So,
you're boring, but that's all right. We'll live with it.
I'm cool with that.
All right, so let's do this then. Let's. I know we gave them last night, but now that we've had a night to not sleep on it in Chris's case, what do you guys got for a score prediction for tomorrow, Jason? Chat, you guys put in the chat what you guys have for a score prediction.
17-13 us.
I forgot what I said. What did I say last night?
I know what I said because mine stays the same every week. I never change it.
Mine fluctuates because I can't remember what I said last night. You can go ahead, Jeff. What's yours?
30-14.
30 points, huh? I love it.
Told you, I'm not stopping with that 30-point prediction until we break 30. I don't care if it takes us to the last game of the season. I'm always going to predict us scoring 30 points. I want to see us score 30 points in a game.
No.
So,
me too.
Dixon says 21-17. Accelerator's got 24-16.
No, we don't. Yeah, see his other score.
Robert Pena's got 17-7. Jack Kenna's got 23-19. Accelerator has modified his.
Yeah.
To 117 Raiders, Washington 13. Sacktown's 24-13.
I think that's close. I said 27-13, something like that. Three nothing Raiders. It counts as a win.
Alan Cummings 30-10 Commanders. Let's see, on 6. All I want to do is be on TV and be a superstar like my buddy Jeff and have all these ladies fainting when they see me. Well, they're obviously fainting before they get to me because I haven't seen any. So I see a defensive TD in this one. That would be nice. I would like a nice pick 6 or a fumble recovery for a touchdown rumble.
Yeah.
Jack, I didn't get out of the bed till 11 a.m. Get a job.
That's what I need to do. Get a job. I'm tired of being unemployed.
You too. I'm tired of sitting home.
So let's go even further now instead of just the score here. What's the over and under on yardage for Genty?
I'm sticking with 80 yards.
80 combined yards, or what do you think its combined yardage is going to be? Total offense that he's going to put up.
110 total.
110.
Damn, Jason, right on my mouth. I'd say about 110 yards total combined, receiving and running.
You're going 110 also?
Yeah, that's the exact number he's going to say.
I'm going 85.
Mm-hmm.
You can always go, I'm going to go 109, Bob.
Yeah, I'm going to go. What was his bid, Jason?
What was his bid?
110. I'm going to bid
$1.
$1.
Go 1 yard.
I'm gonna give him say 1 yard.
Super Omnicron says 29-13. Accelerator says 92 yards. I'm going 85
That's combined yards or rushing yards?
combined.
You know what? I think he's gonna break. He's gonna break one tomorrow.
I think
He's gonna hit a 30 or 40 yarder. It might not be to the house, but it's gonna be a good one.
if he break a 30, 40 yarder, we'll be to the house because after that, ain't nobody gonna catch him.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
We still haven't seen his full
he's
speed.
really not an open. He's really not fast downhill.
Well, that's just it. We still haven't seen what he really is for
His
speed.
full speed, his full NFL speed. We haven't seen that yet. You've seen it in college, but not in NFL. You don't know if these DBs or safeties can catch him. I mean, he's not fast, but John Chapman, while he's moving that fast, a little different story.
Robert Pena, damn it, Jeff, my typing is too slow. 1 yard.
Boy, yard.
So Accelerator says 56 yards rushing. All right. Does he get a touchdown this week? Does Genty score a touchdown receiving or rushing?
He should, but I'm not worried about
Be
Jim.
specific. Do you think it's going to be a rushing or a passing?
Rushing.
Rushing.
I
Tanner
wanna,
Jack says 111 yards, by the way.
I want to see Brock Bowers catch a touchdown and get him back in the groove.
That's not the question.
No,
Jack.
I was saying.
Stay within the parameters of the question.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. I'm acting like Jack like last night. What were we talking about? Yeah, just to get one rushing. I don't know about receiving. You could get both. You have 2 touchdowns.
I'll say he scores a touchdown, but I don't think it's going to be goal line. I think it's going to be a break. He's going to break out for like a 20-yard touchdoand run.
Inside the red zone, somewhere inside the red zone.
In the red
7-8
zone,
yard
but
line.
not goal line.
Yeah, about 7-8 yard line. Somewhere in that.
Robert Pena says yes, touchdown rushing. Dixon says 2 rushing yards. Robert Pena says 112 rushing yards. Then Dixon says Genty 110 receiving yards with 2 rushing yards.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
all over the board.
Yeah, really? Like nobody. Interception or no interception for Gina?
He'll throw a pick.
Yeah, probably will.
I think he will too.
Yeah.
He'll throw a pick.
But it's if you're gonna throw a pick, you better have two passing touchdowns to compensate for that.
Yeah.
Bruno Tokic says Washington 21-20. Ashton will be the first Raider ever to have 4 rushing touchdowns and 4 receiving TDs in the same game.
In the first half.
Yeah.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, it'll be in the first half.
I'm going to say guarantee a pick. Yeah.
Yep.
Much.
How many sacks you think we get as a whole?
With Mariota, we'll probably get 4.
I'm going to say
I'll go
3. I'm going to say 3
I'm
too.
going to go with 3.
I'm going to go with
I want
4.
to see an interception on him too.
Butler will be the leading sacker.
You think? I was going to go Lalau. He's been on a roll.
Yeah.
He has. He has.
I'm thinking gonna get a blitz. What's the name?
Adams.
Adams gonna blitz in and get a sack. If he get a sack, fumble, and the fumble recover at the same time.
Yeah.
So Bruno Tokic says 3 sacks. Sacktown's 5. Robert Pena's 4. Accelerator says the Simone kid's stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
Accelerator says 2 to 3 sacks. Yeah, I'm in the 3 range.
Yeah,
I think 2 is doable.
I say 3.
For the whole defense, not individuals, but as a whole, I see the defense king. I see us getting 3.
I say 3 with a strip sack. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Put that ball out of there.
Yeah, keep that pocket dirty the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it. Dirty
The over and under on when the announcers mentioned Cliff Kingsbury should have, the relationship with him and the Raiders. See if that comes up.
20
They
times.
talk about that. 20 times?
We'll talk about the whole game, probably.
Wow. You know what else they're going to bring up a lot? They're going to bring up talk of the old, the 83 Super Bowl. That's coming up.
Yeah, that'll probably be the intro to the game.
Yeah, it probably will be. What they call back then? The Hogs? Were they the Hogs?
Yeah,
that was the offensive line.
The offensive line.
Yeah.
The fans dubbed them the Hogs.
Over and under on how many times Pete's age gets brought up. I'm going to say at least 3 times.
This is the funny thing is this is probably all shit that's on a betting line in Vegas too.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it. They've been on everything.
Yeah.
What color shoes is Pete Carroll gonna wear today?
White. Robert Pena says thoughts on AP talking garbage about us.
Who cares?
I don't really know the full context of what happened. I didn't watch it, and I don't want to because he has no bearing on us as the Raiders anymore because he's no longer the coach. So I could give 2 shits what he says.
No, I don't care. He was
If
salty.
somebody wants to give me the abbreviated notes on what the whole thing is, then maybe I could have an opinion. But other than that, I couldn't tell you. I didn't watch it.
Well, usually when people get fired from their job, they are gonna be salty. So he just like, I got fired from my job, so he's pissed off. Of course, they're gonna take jabs at him. I mean, at the Raiders. So doesn't matter. Doesn't affect us. Who cares?
Yeah.
Say what you want to say.
Robert Pena, what gum does Coach Pete prefer?
Bubblicious.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree, Tanner. They need to. I can't wait till they gel and they start putting some serious points on the board. Get Genty his lane so he's effective because right now he doesn't feel effective to me. He's not playing worthy of a 6 pick. How much of it is his fault? Probably not much, to be honest with you. It's the play calling. It's the abandoning of the run.
Mm-hmm.
And not sticking with the running game like they did Monday night. They bailed away from it too fast. What's up, Kenny? AP isn't careful. He will be sued. Yeah, see, I have no idea what he said.
For what, defamation?
I didn't think it was that bad. He was commenting on how it was an advantage to have Tom Brady in the building.
He's an owner.
Yeah, but he's an owner. He's part owner of the team, and he's a.
As long as he's following the NFL's rules and guidelines, there's no questions.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it could be AP trying to start shit with the whole controversy too.
Yeah.
Defamation.
Be careful disseminating false information. You could end up in a courtroom near you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pete Carroll's healthy. Yeah, he usually seems that way.
He's healthier than Harbaugh and Reed, and they're both at least 10 years younger, 12 years younger than him.
Yeah.
You see Harbaugh going to midfield, and he's limping.
He's gasping. He's gasping, man.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Pete Carroll's out there. I'm on my 3rd stick of gum.
Reed's out there eating hamburgers, so
Actually, Reed lost some weight. He did some Ozempic or something in the off season.
Did he?
Yeah, he lost a few lbs.
Or maybe Mahomes wasn't sharing his chicken nuggets with him.
Well, somebody had mentioned he could see his toes now when he's standing up. So that's pretty good.
Debo is out for Washington. Is he confirmed, or what they say he missed practice though?
I don't think that's confirmed, Kenny. I know he missed two Wednesdays and Thursdays practice, non-injury related, and it was defined as for personal reasons. And we don't know about yesterday's practice.
Tonight. I'll give you one on the way out the door. Hold on.
See you, Pena.
All right, man, take it easy. Old grumpy bastards. Not
Yes,
grumpy.
Friday was not listed, Kenny. So he's Debo would be the one that would kind of scare me a little bit because it wouldn't be too hard to get him involved in the game with Mariota. I think Mariota will struggle with McLaren because McLaren is it takes such chemistry between the quarterback and him, the way he runs his routes and his speed and stuff. But with Debo, it's like, I'm going to run a 5-yard button hook. Just throw the ball, I'll catch it and take off. So, jelly roll.
And Clark says my boy Blue will be all over number 17.
No.
Kai Blue's been pretty good.
He's been covered pretty good. One blown coverage between him and Paul.
What's up, Ray Paul?
What's up, Ray Paul?
I think, can you guys all agree we're kind of nervous about tomorrow? Not excited?
I'm not nervous at all.
I have my doubts. I really do.
I just want to see how they do in the first drive, first half, what they do. You know, I just want to see that. Because like
our next
the week before, they went right down the field and scored opening touchdown. This week, first play of the game, interception. Yeah, we can't have that anymore. If we do that again, no. What are you gonna say, Jason?
I not looking ahead, but actually looking ahead with the Bears and the Colts coming up. And the Colts have been playing phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't get shit fixed, the Bears game is going to be a shit show. And it shouldn't be. We should walk the dog on them. But I'm just looking for tomorrow is, are we blocking up front? Are we getting our heads down and moving the pile, getting the people downhill, get the running game going? I predicted 17-13 as a score, but you know what? If you do it right, there's no reason why we can't score 30 points.
Yeah. So Aunt Six says, question for the panel in the chat. What are your thoughts on Ryan Clark saying the Raiders are now regretting drafting Ashton Genty? I saw that. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, but I give two shits about what Ryan Clark says.
Yeah, I do too.
I didn't see that. What he said they're regretting it?
Yeah. Because he's not turning out to be what we expect him to be.
There's only 2 goddamn games, dude. Shit. He ran ball well early, but they stopped running.
Been a lot of Hall of Fame running backs that didn't do well their first 3 or 4 games in the NFL.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So not worried about it. I don't know about you guys, but I usually don't put labels on players until after 20 games. Until they've been in the NFL 20 games, I don't put a label on them. That's whether they're a bust or they're this or they're that. Even if they have an outstanding rookie year, 17 games, and they come out the next year and the first 3-4 games they're a flop, it is what it is. That's who they are. So I mean, I'm not worried about Genty. I still apprehensive of where we picked him at number 6 because I don't think we should have done that, but we did, and we're stuck with it. And and he's not a bad play. He's really not a bad player. He's just not. He's not generational talent. I'm sorry. He's not generational talent. Generational talent, we wouldn't have any worries about him blocking in pass pro. We wouldn't have any worries about him getting that second level, finding the hole, getting in the hole. Because even as bad as our offensive line is, there's still holes. Mm-hmm. It might be backside of the play, but there's still holes. where he can yank out 4 or 5 yards. So that's generational talent. That's you go to the Barry Sanders and Mark Allen, Bo Jackson, Roger
Walter
Craig,
Walter
Walter Payton.
Uh-huh.
Walter Payton for years didn't have a very good line. It wasn't until the
Yeah.
end of his career he had a decent offensive line. So, I mean, generational talent is somebody that when they strap it up and they're lined up in the backfield, you can tell the linebackers and the defensive line are already fucking nervous about this guy getting the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
yeah, but that's it. Like you said earlier, some running backs come in the league, they don't take off right away. There are a few exceptions, and those ones you hear about. But some running backs come in the league, don't do anything until their first year, some until their second year, when they start to get that. So a running back, say, "Oh, running back's easy position. Don't do this. Just get the ball and run." Yeah, it takes a lot more than that. You gotta have good vision. You gotta have good feet, and you can be able to shift yourself in most cases.
There it is. Ryan Clark says that Ashton Genty doesn't have the it factor. And it was him and Stephen Smith talking about it. Stephen A. Smith, not Stephen Smith, the former Carolina Panthers wide receiver.
The angry black man. Fuck both of them.
Yeah, him.
Fuck both of them. No, it was funny that they showed the fight. They showed everybody when they introduced Stephen A. Smith, they booed the hell out of him. I said, yeah.
Yep. But it was him talking that was saying that.
Oh well.
Like I said, I can give two shits about what Ryan Clark has to say. I'm not going to say I agree. I'm not going to say I disagree with him.
But it's okay. This is game 3. You might break out a rush for 180, 90 yards this game.
Yeah,
and
you just never know.
And we would say, "Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Genty. It was Washington's defense." Yeah, okay. Don't give the guy credit. That's what they do. The guy say, "Oh, he's a bust. He can't run." Then next game he runs for 100-something yards. They say, "Well, they wasn't a great run defense anyway." You know what? Enough of that shit. Give the man his critics' dues. Give him credit, but they won't say it. They won't say that.
He's gonna have a breakout game. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's gonna have a breakout game.
I hope it comes sooner or later. Sooner than later. Yeah.
Well, it's up to him. It's up to him to quiet the critics, and build confidence in the coaching staff. It's up to him. He's got to do
it. What? Okay, man. I'm laughing at that Super Armor crying. Angry black man as an angry black woman. Clark, his wife will kick him out the house. I said, "Boy, shut up."
He just sometimes he goes off on stuff, and it's just like, dude, really? Just like what he did with Peter Schrager. That was fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I like Peter Schrager too.
It's like, come on, man. You're just a guy has a good take and you don't like it. You're gonna use it. Well, I played in the NFL. Well,
yeah, okay, that's why he does that. I played for 7 years, and so what?
So, yeah, you never played in Mile High Stadium either. So,
was Scamper. Yeah, I just want to see tomorrow.
Jeff, you all right?
Did the coaching staff make the proper adjustment?
Yeah, I'm gonna back out. You guys keep going. I can't focus worth the shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get some rest, man. I mean, I think me and Jason, I'll be on for another 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna get out of here too.
Yeah, you guys finish up. I
take care of yourself,
brother. Give some rest, brother.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Later, everybody. I'm sorry I gotta bail on you all early tonight. I feel horrible that I have to, but I'm not.
Take care of yourself.
I can't concentrate. I'm all fidgety and whatever. I gotta go. Later, everybody.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
Hey, remember, stay safe. Go Raiders.
So, yeah, I just want to see if the coaching staff made some adjustments. That's what I want to see. See if they saw what was needed. Yeah, you're on the wrong side, dude. There you go. Don't really matter. I want to see if the Reds gonna make the proper adjustments. Get that O line fixed. That's all I'm worried about. Because last year we didn't have the coaching staff to do that. They didn't make adjustments in game or before or after. They just played the same old way every week, week in, week out, the same way every week.
And I don't know how much. I don't know how much correction we could do in a short week, though.
Well,
Bottom line, really, in all honesty, like I said earlier about Genty, it's the same thing with the offensive line.
that's what I'm talking about.
They got to do it themselves. Nobody's going to do it for. They got to do it for themselves. If they can't do it by this time, especially like Dylan Parham, you're in your fourth year. So.
Dylan Parham, I don't expect to make a leap up. I expect that, hey, just do your job. I don't expect that to become a next all-pro guard. No. Do your job like you're supposed to do it. Don't make no stupid mistakes. I'm talking about the techniques as far as like hiking the ball and all that stuff. Improve on that. Work with him.
Yeah, the total operation.
That's what I'm talking about. But just being a bad player, you're a bad player. You're just a bad player.
Yep.
So.
But you got to, if you're going to do, I mean, the correction, it's incumbent on the offensive line to get this fixed. It's, the way the team is built right now, that offensive line could get their head out of their ass and they don't have to be the best offensive line in the NFL. Just be decent. Don't be a shit show. Be decent. Get after people. Block. You got a one-on-one block. Win the fucking battle.
You don't have to be you're going to be a top 15 offensive line in the NFL. If you can be a top 20, that's still pretty decent. If you can block for Geno and block for Genty, and that's all we ask you to do. And I ask you all the whole line to go to the Pro Bowl. Nice, but we're not asking you to do that. Just do your damn job.
Yep.
Get the call, get the line calls corrected. Get the ball hiked on time. Don't have three guys blocking one dude. Because I said they seem lost. They look like that in New England. I don't know what happened in this game. New England, they're pretty good, and New England blitzed the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Hey, salute, Mike. I thought you can have a chat, Jason. I'm kind of worn out too for some reason. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Well, I'm not like Jeff. I'm not like Jeff, but it's like one of those days you just like you feel like blah.
Yeah.
I had a good breakfast, but I still feel like maybe I have to anticipate for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Being watching that game, I'll get hyped up.
Accelerator. To their credit, our O-line is one of the top 32 starting O-lines in the league.
Hey, we finished 32nd. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I sure hate that. I would hate to see us be the 33rd best offensive line in the league. Because that would suck.
That means we're on college level, then.
That means somebody else's backups are better than our starting offensive line.
No, that means that kids that were drafted are better than us.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no doubt going forward that offensive line is going to have to be revamped. I mean, but Chris, can you agree? I mean, we knew that going into this year's draft. There was, they're going to have to do something with the offensive line. And I thought when they drafted those two guys in the third round like that, I was like, okay, they're addressing the offensive line. And mind you, we can't bail on Rodgers and what's the other kid's name? Grant. Yeah, we can't bail on them because really, in all honesty, if you think about it, if they're not at that level yet to put out on the field, it's best to keep building them on the sideline and practice and with reps that way and build them up before you throw them out there to the wolves and let them, eat themselves up. Because let's face it, Parham's biggest deals is he's been a starter since day one. So it's almost like he's become entitled to that position.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
And so they've never brought in people to compete with him and
push him.
And the rookies that we have, are they really pushing him? Because I'll be quite honest with you, the kid that was on our that Laki Tossi that we moved from defense over to guard.
Yeah.
If you watch him, okay, he might not know all the calls or all the stunts or anything like that, but ain't nobody going through him.
Nope.
Nobody's pushing him backwards.
Nope.
You know, so
And
I mean,
I do believe at some point in this season, Rodgers is going to take over Parham. I do believe that because Grant's going to be the backup to Cole Miller in the future. But I do believe Rodgers might end up taking over for Parham eventually, because I think Rodgers. I don't know Rodgers' stats, but let me look at myself. What's Rodgers? What does Rodgers look like? Hold on, compared to Parham.
oh, he's way bigger than him.
Yeah. Slave position. Yeah, he's, you know, wait, why do I have list? Oh, but eventually, I think, well, it's just like he got to develop, get his techniques down, and learn the intricacies of the NFL. The reason why Parham is there is because that he's a rookie, and Parham been in the league for how many years? I don't know. I'm trying to find him.
Yeah. One of the best litmus tests for an offensive lineman is when they get down in a 3-point stance, does their ass cast a shadow? If your ass does not cast a shadow, you probably shouldn't be playing offensive line in the NFL. The more junk in the trunk, the better they're going to be.
Of course, that's why you want big beefy guys out there. That's what they call. That's what Madden called them, hog mogs.
Yeah. Remember Newton that played for the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's
yeah. Good God, man.
That dude was huge.
His backside looked like a 59 Cadillac. That's how big it was.
Huge.
Yep. And his trunk was just so strong because he wasn't big in the shoulders, but man, he was big in the fucking legs.
It's like
Good
that.
Lord.
It's easier to get around a Ford Pinto than it is than a giant Cadillac. It takes a while to get around a giant 4-door Cadillac, but it's easy to get around a 2-door Pinto.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got no reference, but it's an old car back in the day. What's that small car they had? The Yugo? Something like that.
Yugo.
Yeah, but I'm trying to look at this size. So, Kappa is 6'6", 312. Parham said 6'2", 332.
Yeah.
And Rodgers is 6'4", 312.
Yeah.
But I do believe eventually he might take over that spot because
if you stand Rodgers next to Parham, Rodgers looks a hell of a lot bigger than just a 20-pound difference.
He does. Watching the practice of it, like, damn, that guy's a big guy, and it was Rodgers.
Yep.
But like going back to who'd you say, Tassie? He don't know everything. It's the first time ever playing American football, so he got to learn the rules, the sets, and how his feet work. Because remember one preseason game, he was pancaking guys, but his footwork is not up to par with the NFL. There's certain things you have to do. Yeah. But like I said, he's an international player. We got him. He's a big kid. So, he's a developing kid. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Because I wouldn't mind having Genty run behind him on a pull. That's it. Like we're gonna get in the way.
And he's athletic, from his days of playing rugby. He's got dancing feet. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of him learning the intricacies and being that this is his first level of American football. It's not like he played high school or college. It's NFL is a, it's like this is, yeah. So, but I mean, you watch it when I watched the cut ups from the preseason. Yeah, he didn't have much technique or he wasn't in sync with the other 4 guys on the offensive line. But when he hit somebody, they didn't go nowhere. They went backwards.
Or put them on their back.
Yeah.
So that's what we need. We need someone like that. I mean, 6'6", 373. Ain't nobody moving him. When he put his feet down and get planted, ain't nobody moving him. Your best bet is to try to go around him.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's developed. I don't expect him to start. Dalton Wagner, another guy that's a disappointment, 6'8", 318. He has no footwork at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's still on the practice squad. Still on it. Ever since they drafted him, being on the practice squad, it's 3 years now. Wait, how long you been in the league?
Yeah, after 3 years, you got to cut bait, move on.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they got guys out there. They got Antonio Mafia. I wasn't impressed by him.
Mm-mm.
He's 6'3", 330. I wasn't impressed by him at all in preseason. Like, this guy is getting up sacks. But, you know, they got guys. Oh, he's been in the league 2 years. They got guys, but the guys they got are not ready. They're all young and experienced. And that's why Parham's out there.
Now, I'm going to be hypothetical with this weekend. It's all hypothetical. So let's say, for example, we go into tomorrow's game and that offensive line performs outstanding, right? They're knocking people off the ball. They're staying in tune with their technique and with their assignments. They're not overplaying the block itself. They're getting to the second level. They're getting Genty downhill. Okay, everything that we want them to do, they do it tomorrow. That's not going to be good enough. You don't. You think that's not going to be good enough? They're going to have to take that package, and then next week do the same thing, and then do it again, and then do it again. Now I'm being hypothetical. We're just hoping that they do it tomorrow, right? Let's start with tomorrow, okay? And the Commanders, Redskins, whoever we want to call them this week,
A Washington football team.
Their defensive line is no joke. They got a really good defensive line. They got a middle linebacker that is Hall of Fame. You know, he's a Hall of Fame middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not going to be an easy task by any means. You know, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. We're paying you millions of dollars to be with the running back. We drafted a running back in the 6th round so you guys could look good. Now go out and do something. Okay.
Right.
Otherwise that kid in the backfield is going to be useless, you know? I mean, if you're going to go out and buy a Ferrari, right? You want an open road and you want to be able to hit the accelerator.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna be no damn good parking that son of a bitch in the garage, not driving it.
Or drive or a big city in traffic. Yeah. What's the purpose? Like all this speed, you can't use it.
Yeah. You're just stuck in traffic with it all the time. So let's call it what it is, and they're gonna have to knock people off the ball. And I know somebody had mentioned in the chat. I saw it. I can't remember who it was, but getting the tight ends more involved in the blocking. We've already got Mayer involved in the blocking. Now you go back and look at the all 22. He sucked just as bad as the other 5 guys.
Who was that?
Mayer. Michael
Yeah,
Mayer.
he missed some blocks too. He got pushed in the back too.
Oh, he got thumped at the line one time. It was like, oh my god! And then the one that you're mentioning where he got hit into the back, he got knocked into Genty. Basically, he tackled Genty.
He tackled Genty, yeah, knocked him down.
You know, but there was other ones cross blocks where he's coming down to hit the 2 gap and totally misses, or he stutter steps and then he got blown up by Derwin James, and it's like, can't have that, my friend.
Like I said,
can't have it.
Like I said, again, looking at they wasn't like into it. You know, they were like their heads was somewhere else. You know, because we didn't see it the week before, so we expected a better game. It seemed like their head wasn't in the game. It seemed like they gave up. They gave up all hope after that interception. They got a touchdown. Like, oh, we lost. And they just gave up. That's what it seemed like. Then they got a little better in the second half. And as far as that, somebody said Chip Kelly sucked. Well, he didn't. Oh, his boy said that. He did suck in the first half because he didn't adjust the offense. I watched some film on that, and they adjusted the offense. That's why they were able to move the ball down the field. He readjusted the offense because the way they were playing, the Chargers were covering it. That's why Gino had a hard time throwing the ball and a hard time running the ball. Well, they didn't really run that much in the second half anyway. But he adjusted it. But he got adjusted a little earlier than the halftime. He did say, if you see in the first 2-3 drives and they can't move the ball, okay, readjust that. Call some different plays. Because I know Chip Kelly got a lot in his playbook, and he hasn't called all the plays in the playbook yet. Because sometimes Chip Kelly, what he does, if you watching it in past history, he'll do a certain play and see how it works, and then use that play to set up another play in that formation. So that's the way he does things. So
Could I add a little bit on the topic that you're on?
go ahead.
Can Chip Kelly call the plays that he wants to call?
You think Pete Carroll got something to do with that?
No. No. If you have a group or you have certain number of players on your 11 man, you have 11 players on the team out on the field at one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you have a group, 3, 4 that are deficient in a specific player, specific concept. Do you call those plays knowing they're deficient and subject your quarterback or your wide receiver to a bad play? And it's reality, because I'm saying this because of experience, that when I played, there were some plays against certain teams we couldn't run them. There was no way, even though those were bread and butter plays in previous games, we couldn't run it against the next team because they ran. Let's say they ran we had success against even man fronts with a lighter linebacker crew. Okay,
right.
So the 6 men in the box, we can handle running that play, and usually a lot of times it was a misdirection, what we would call a misdirection post option, so the quarterback can fake the dive, drop back, and hit a 15-yard slant. Okay, but in order to run that play, either me or the other guard had to get to a certain point, and we had to close that so the running back can continue upfield, even if he doesn't have the ball.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
Hey, Sniper Jones, thanks for joining us, man. Salute to you, brother. If you like what you're saying or you want to make comments, everything else, feel free. Also, subscribe to our channels. 401 Raider Jeff is normally on this show, but he wasn't feeling too well, so he went to get some rest. I'm Chris for Raiders, and that's
Jason.
Jason Downs, Raiders First Downs. Like and subscribe to all our channels. We appreciate it. But thanks for joining us.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it. All is welcome with good conversation.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be negative towards the Raiders, that's fine too. You want to be positive? Awesome. We don't mind. You got something you want to ask? Feel free.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
But I see your point. This play might work against this team, but that play work against that team. I got your point.
And it has to do, and it's going to have to, and a lot of it has to do with the personnel that we'll have at it.
Personnel, yeah. But that's what his job is to do, to analyze and to make sure we have the right players in the right positions to do good. If you're not, because he's been a coach in the NFL for quite some time and college.
Yeah,
you should know how to do that.
Yeah,
he has a good resume.
Also, too, only having 2 games of data to show, okay, these sets of plays were 75% to 80% efficient, and these sets of plays were only 20 to 30%. And those 5 plays right there are just a shit show, so we're not even going to touch those today. We're just going to go and try and utilize these. And the reason why I say this, and I'm putting this out there, is I like everybody else, like to watch the press conferences and catch the nuggets that are coming from the press conferences. And Gino's press conference, you guys can go back and watch Gino's press conference this week. He said that going into the Chargers game, they wanted to use a lot of the stuff that they had used against the Patriots because of the success that they had against the Patriots. So a lot of deep ends and a lot play the long ball. That's why he was 0 for 11, plays over 20. I mean, I don't know about you, but most offense coordinators, once you get to 0 and 4, 0 and 5 on the 20-plus yard plays, they're like, okay, we're going to cut out the long plays for a while here.
Yeah.
And just let's get some first downs. And when we came out in the second half, obviously we gave up that long drive, which, I'm going to equate this to Patrick Graham. He's really struggled with that, and the defense getting off the field. You go out there, they get the ball at the beginning of the half. Your job is get off the field in 3 minutes. Get your ass off the field. If you're going to be out there 6, 7, 8 minutes or 9 minutes like you guys were the other day, if you do that again in this game, it's going to be even more because you've already had to fly out to the East Coast. You had a short week, so your stamina levels are going to drop way faster. So you either get your ass in gear and get them off the field in the first 5 plays, okay, or
he's
it's going to be a long day, and you might as well take you 2 mouthpieces because you're going to swallow the first.
He's in that bend don't break thing. I wish I never did like the bend don't break, type of defense. But yeah, you got to get off the field. Create some turnovers, make some third down stops because we get burnt on third downs. Okay, well, it's third down 15. Well, how come they got a first down all of a sudden?
Yeah,
come on, guys.
Yeah. And we've actually improved in the last 3 years in that. There's still some slip ups, but we've actually improved in that third and 25. There was a time where it's like it didn't matter how many yards they had to go. It's third down. The only way we're gonna get off the field is like some lucky tip ball or the running back drops a ball on a flare pass on accident. Kind of unusual type thing, but other than that, but they've gotten a lot better, and Patrick Graham has instituted a better form of defense. Rally and rise to the occasion is basically what they're doing. Third and 15, we're going to give you 6, 7, 8 yards. We're going to give you that.
Yeah,
because it's not going to hurt us. It's fine. So we're going to give you that, but we're going to rally and tackle. We're going to get you down on the ground, and then we're going to hold our fists in the air, come off the field, and let our punt return team get in position. So they've been a lot better at that.
I think the Raiders are going to come up tomorrow more focused because they all should feel embarrassed on what happened Monday night. It wasn't a close game. I mean, they lost in the first half. They lost the game in the first half. They tried to come back, but
I don't think they're embarrassed. I don't think they were embarrassed.
They got to feel. I say they should feel embarrassed. I said they are. They should feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because all the hype, all the smoke, and everything else. Our first home game. I know it was against a divisional rival. After you guys did good in New England, going cross country, come back home where you're nice and warm and comfy. And you do that.
Yeah, because one of the things that was said in Pete Carroll's press conference was we held a really good offense, a very high-powered offense to 20 points, and only 3 points in the second half. So they're slapping moral victory sticker on that game.
Yeah, well, the moral victories don't count in win column.
Nope, it don't. But I'm just saying. If you're happy with what happened last week,
I'm not saying that. I'm not. Okay, let me correct that. I'm gonna change that train of thought. I'm not saying the defense should feel embarrassed. I want the offense or what they pulled out there, what they could do, especially that line.
But the whole team should be. The defense the defense let them come out in the second half and eat up the whole third quarter.
But we still
that's two possessions we could have had if we get them off the field. That's two more strikes we would have got.
We still had another shot at that. We got that turnover. Alan Butler got that turnover. What we do? Got that turnover. Game it still has, I think, 6, 7 minutes left in the game. What do you do? 3 and out.
Yep.
3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
Usually turnovers is when you get fired up and then you got to get something out of it, either 3 points or a touchdown.
Oh, you got to
or at least right downfield so deep, and if you have to punt it, they're deep in their territory. Something had to come out of it. They didn't move the ball through. They didn't move the ball only 6 yards.
If you statistically win the turnover battle, let's say 3-1, out of your 3 turnovers, you get 13 points out of 3 turnovers. One of those has to be a touchdown. You have to get a touchdown, at least, because touchdowns count. If all you get is 3 field goals out of 3 turnovers, the other team's going to have an opportunity to win. But if you score a touchdown, maybe if you score 2 touchdowns off of turnovers, plus you have your standard 2 to 3 possessions per quarter, and you break it down in timing and scoring, how timing and scoring is in the NFL. If you can score 2 touchdowns off of turnovers, score 1 touchdown off of a regular possession, and 2 field goals, how many points is that?
I'm not doing math right now. My brain's fried.
That's 27 points.
Okay. My brain's fried right now. Sorry.
That's 27 points. Plus the 2 turnovers that you got are points that they didn't get. That's why they always say, oh, that was a 14-point swing right there. Well, yeah, it is. They're going to score a touchdown. You take that away from them. You go back down and score you a touchdown. That's a 14-point swing.
Yeah,
right?
James Furbo says James Furbo's back. So we got to give him that.
Raiders.
There you go.
There you go, Furbo. But,
Nutty Raiders salute, man. Long time no see.
Thanks for joining us. Just yapping. Jeff was supposed to be here. He was here earlier, but he wasn't feeling well, so we sent him to bed.
He's still in the chat. So
yeah, he's still on, but he's not on the screen with us. He's just relaxing.
Yeah, he's just making sure we don't degrade him. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. He could do it himself.
Yeah,
I don't need to help him.
He does a lot of time when he gets on, so you don't need our help.
He's superstar though. He's the superstar now. He's the Brad Pitt of the Last Call Raider podcast.
Yeah, he's a legend in his own mind. That's what he is.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Jeff. That's with you. Yeah, I just want to see him come out better because they came out flat. I don't know if the interception has something to do with it or what. They just came out flat. They can't blame the travel tonight because although I think the Chargers had 2 more days for rest, so they came from international country. You know, they went across the date line, but still, that's a long travel. So you can't blame them for that. And so we came to the East Coast. Well, we do that all the time in the NFL. Going to Brazil, don't do that all the time.
No.
So I'm not blaming that. So maybe they're tired. No, ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
travel
but they had a short travel. They were the visiting team with the Raiders, but from Los Angeles to Vegas, that's not.
Nah, that's like a 45-minute flight.
45-minute flight, Yeah. So they literally can literally leave the airport at let's say 7:00 kickoff. They can leave the airport at 4:00 and still be ready for the game.
Exactly. It's like
still have enough time to unload all the equipment, get dressed, and go play. So I don't. This whole, I know the Redskins got a little advantage on us this week too because they've had 15 days since their last game.
15.
So I just made up. It's been from Thursday 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's right.
You get 10 games, or you get 10 days rest. You play a Thursday night. They call it the mini bye. It's 10 days.
Yeah, that's why they did. They did play Thursday night. But here it is that sometimes that works against you too.
It could be. It could be.
And
I've seen teams on a short week be better on the short end of the week than they were at the beginning of the week.
Yes, I was saying. I see teams that are long, like they play Thursday night, they got to play against Sunday. And sometimes they're rusty or they don't look as good as a team that played Monday night had to play against Sunday. They look better.
Yeah, from a physical standpoint, Monday was our physical day of the week, right? So Tuesday is rest and recovery. Wednesday is install. Thursday is where they start to do their
light practice.
No. Friday is more of a walkthrough before they get on the plane because we fly out on Fridays now. Pete Carroll goes by the 2-day. He does the 2-day rule on the East Coast when they go to the East Coast. Okay. Yeah, he likes the 2-day rule, and it's usually they're flying out mid-afternoon on Friday, so they're probably doing their walkthroughs and their button-ups Friday morning. What do they talk? I remember what they called it when I played situations. So Thursday is going to be your situational practice where they'll practice their third and longs, their second and longs, their goal line, their red zone, where the coach stands on the sideline and goes, okay, you got 1 timeout, 3 minutes left. We're down by 3 points. You're at the 40-yard line. Go. And you have to and then the offensive coordinator and everybody has to get together and start moving the ball that way. What else? So I don't think they really had much of a padded practice this week. A lot of it was rest and recovery and install and preparation.
The transaction that happened today, look, it just happened. It might happen early today, but they activated Alec Bachman and activated Greedy Vance on the practice squad, so they will be playing tomorrow. They'll be on the team tomorrow. They'll
be on the 53.
Yeah, they'll be on 53. Alec Bachman and Greedy Vance. So that's another cornerback that could help because he did pretty good, I think, in the preseason.
Yeah, he did all right in the preseason. He was a hustler. There's no doubt about that. He didn't give up on plays and.
No, he was all over the field. He was everywhere. And as Jack would say, the kid from USC. He'll say kid from Notre Dame, of course. But yeah, so they activate him, which I think is good because they do need another receiver out there. Bachman is a little more experienced than Thornton and Betch.
He's really good on special teams too.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. But that's good that they get another receiver to throw in there.
Yeah, I wonder who they're going to downgrade. Probably Shorter. Because Shorter's injured.
He's injured. That's why he wasn't in the lineup. But
and is it the Cameron Richardson's injured as well. So I'm wondering if they're going to put those guys on short-term IR.
Yeah, because what was his injury? I got it right here. Let me pull it up. There we go. Injury report. Yeah, so Shorter has a knee, but he had full practice Friday. Well, that was last week. That was last week. No, that was this week. So he had full practice. Cameron Richardson had limited practice and he's questionable. So they probably downgraded him. He probably not gonna be in it, gonna be on the field. But they can always bring two players up from practice squad each weekend. So that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing an extra wide receiver, just in case, and extra D back, just in case.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they saw what happened out there. So yeah, just to make sure, we'll bring what's his name? I want to get on here. I don't know if I put on screen, but that's fine. We're about to end the show probably in another 10, 15 minutes. It's up to you, Jason.
Yeah, it's what I think. I think we pretty much covered everything. I got my influx of what I wanted to talk about in for the most part. But overall, as a Raider, overall for all the guys that are in the chat watching up, if you're not in the chat but you're still watching out there on the live stream, once again hit up our channels. Mine is at Raiders First Downs at YouTube. Subscribe. Chris, I think you're getting pretty close to your magic number.
About 100 and such.
So reach out to your friends, send the links out to your friends and help, let's help build this up. I know sometime in the future, I don't know when, I'm going to probably do a non-live pod, where it's a Raider fandom, Raiders fan forum type thing where I'll meet up with guys, we'll get together online and we'll record, just talk about being fans, where you come from. It'll be a Q&A type thing where I'll throw questions out there. Nothing major. If you're camera shy, don't worry about it. Just, come on. I mean, let's continue to spread. I know we got a lot of content creators out there from the Raider Nation, some really good ones. Don't get me wrong, some really good ones. And it doesn't hurt to keep spreading it because, like Captain Rafio always said, there's only one motherfucking nation, and that's the Raider Nation.
Yeah.
And if we could get more of us out there, more doing, just doing different spins of the content that we're doing, the better it's going to be. and I'm looking at making it somewhat fun. I got, I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going to execute the plan. I know I got some people that live around me in my area that I'm going to probably bring on and I'll videotape it in person and then edit it and broadcast it that way. Chewy, welcome, brother. I just saw Chewy pop in.
You should have signed Phil Dorsett. Yeah, but they brought him back. He's on a practice squad.
Who's that?
But Philip Dorsett, he's there. He's not. They didn't pull him up, so he signed with us. Speaking of which, I'm gonna thank Accelerator Raider for giving me an idea. I'm working on it. Working on it right now. You said Chris has shot a show called Get Off My Turf Show.
Get off my turf show.
Yeah, he said award the worst player of the game, whether you win or lose, who had the worst stats, who did the worst, who didn't do anything. And I'm already working on it right now. So that show, it's not gonna be live. I'm just gonna do a video. It's not gonna be live. Not gonna be anything like that. It's gonna be a video while I give out the award to the worst. Because me and Jeff already get that for Monday Morning Quarterback. But I'm gonna do mine's a little different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give out. It's not gonna be just the players. It's gonna be the coaches. It could be the water boys. It could be a fan. It could be the referees. Yeah, I'm gonna give the award out to you.
Yeah.
Get off my line. So I'm already working on it right now. Get off my turf. I'm working on it right now. So it's not just for the players, it's for everybody. Because you see that guy in the stands, man, with that stupid hat that says "Dunk the Denver Broncos." Get off my turf. No type thing. So that's upcoming. Hope I can get it done before not this week, but for next week. So you guys, like I said, we do appreciate you guys coming in.
Yep.
There's gonna be a little short show. Ain't too much more to talk about. We can talk about last night or last whole week about what happened Monday. So since kicking that dead horse, we know we all discussed it in the chat. We all discussed it. You got the guys that came up with us last night. We all discussed. We all know what we need: offensive line help, or do better at the offensive line and a running game. So those just keep talking about the same thing over again until it get fixed. We'll see tomorrow if they fixed it. Hopefully they did. Get a little better. Or we're going to be another 4-13 team or a 1-16 team because we got one game already. So, can't have that.
We ain't going. We're going to win some more games.
I do not want to see my team in a top 5 draft pick. Oh, you got number 5th pick. I don't want to see that. Dude, that means we suck.
And judging by what I've been watching on college football, I don't want the top fucking 10 pick either.
Yeah, there's nobody.
There's only one guy that's impressed me. I ain't gonna name his name. There's only been one guy that kind of has impressed me with all these. Oh, this quarterback, that quarterback, that quarterback. Fuck that shit.
I look at those quarterbacks.
They've all sucked.
I look quarterback. I'm not seeing anybody. Everybody keep talking about Manning. He didn't look that good to me at all. You know, they're talking about Drew Eller from Penn State. Hey, he's all right, but he's not a day one starter. But you know, there's no quarterback out there. I'm like, yeah, let's get him. Not yet, anyway. Still young. Only played 3 or 4 games. So
there's only been one guy that stood out so far that I've watched, and it's that safety from Ohio State. And he's been good since when he went to Alabama, and then when he transferred to Ohio State, and he's been lights out ever since then. So if we, picking 14 or 15 and he's on the board, fucking take him. Take him. But we need offensive linemen. I don't give a shit what we need. This guy he's going to be a legit NFL player. He's just a dude. He's a dude.
Rosetown, with the way we played Monday, if we continue that, I'll take an 8-9 win season right now.
Actually, I'd be happy with 7 as long as 3 or 4 of our losses aren't fucking crud busters. They're actually decent games, but we fell on the short end of the stick. That fucking happens. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Let bygones be bygones on those games. But if we go lose 10 in a row, and all 10 of those games,
we were
nowhere near sniffing. The other team actually played the mercy rule on us and kept
quit
from running
playing.
the score, quit
Yeah.
running the score up on us.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, I noticed that too. There's a couple teams like, you guys are really that bad. We're not going to do this to you. Because we do got to play you guys next year. But it's not out the question. Like I said, if they're going to make mistakes, if they see neat things to work on, get it out the system now. There's only with
no,
because there's some teams that haven't won a game yet. There's some teams won one game. There's some teams that haven't lost a game. So pretty much the playing field is still all even.
and there's a team out there that's 2-0 that sucks.
Who was that?
The 49ers. They're not that good. They're not that. They haven't. They beat this. They beat the Seahawks. Okay, great. You know what?
Yeah.
Nah, that's a division game. It can go either way. And it was. I think the score was what, 17-13 or something like that. It wasn't even. You know, but and now it's like.
And Dallas barely won that game. It's the Giants. You know, with a couple of mistakes,
yeah,
they would have lost that game. So it's still early in the season for me. When you start getting out to the 5th and 6th game, if you don't have an identity or what you're going to do, if you're going to keep playing the same way you did to be 1-4, nothing changed, then you're going to be 1-16 and lose them 10 games in a row. But like I said, I'm mad, disappointed that we lost Monday night. But I looked at it. I looked at it again. I said, you know, we actually could have came back and won that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple mistakes here, a couple mistakes there. You know, so okay, you can fix those mistakes you made, not do them again. You can win. Because San Diego supposed to be, every year on paper, Super Bowl contenders. On paper, every year. And never get there. So, you know, I'm happy with that. Plus the division game.
Watching Buffalo the other night against Miami. Same thing. It's like Buffalo's the holy trail right now in the AFC. One of the 3 teams. Well,
right.
Actually because they beat Baltimore opening week, and then last week they jumped. At first, I thought, oh, they're gonna get McDaniel's gonna get fired at halftime after this game. I was like, oh, here we go, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second. Miami kept fighting back and almost matching punch for punch, and it was like, and it just came down to a couple mistakes. Yeah. And usually in the NFL, it's really comes down to 5 plays. You're going to run 50 plays on offense, and it's all going to come down to 5 plays. It's going to cost you the game.
We need fat bodies. Okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm playing chat. Yeah. Like I said, some team, like I said, it's too early season to. Oh, they're 2-0. They're going to Super Bowl. No. Hold your horses. All right.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah. Because, like I said, I've seen a couple of teams. I think Gravy had corrected me because I can't remember what it was. The one team started like 2-3 or 1-4, something like that. They started real slow, and they boom went on a winning streak. They didn't go Super Bowl, but they got to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But he said no 0-2 teams that have made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, probably not. I mean, not. I was saying though, we're 1-1. Who to say we don't pull over a 9-game winning streak, or you go 7-2 in the next 9 games? That'll make us what? 8-3, 8-2, or 8-3. I mean,
yeah.
So who to say? You know, like I said, the game wasn't a blowout by any means. It wasn't a blowout. Chargers could easily blew us out the water, but they didn't. They didn't pump the brakes. They just didn't score.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first touchdown I gave was a gimme. Boom, right here. Yeah, and right, that was a gimme.
Yep.
The other one was a blown coverage. If it wasn't a blown coverage, the score had been closer.
Yep.
So am I worried about the Raiders? I don't see ourselves going 4-13, losing 10 games and going 0-6 in the division. I don't see that happening this year at all.
No, we're going to probably win 2 games in the division. I think one of them will be the Chiefs.
No, I said, I want to go 4-2. Right now they're 0-1. But I said you should at least 4-2. 3-3 is what they probably, if they do go 3-3, is satisfactory. But this is what I want. It's my words, not nobody else's. Foreign division to show something. Like I said, we could have won that game.
Yeah.
And I don't see that we can't sweep Chargers now. So there's only two teams left. That's the Chiefs. I don't see us sweeping them, and Denver. Now I don't see us sweeping them either. So 3-3. Okay, we can go. We can do that. We can split.
Yeah.
Jason, I just grabbed your channel and ran it. Yeah, it took you like 3 weeks.
Yeah. He kept misspelling my last name.
That's easy. Donkeys can't stop the run. 2 wins. Yeah.
Now, as Raider fans, and normally we don't root for anybody in our division, but we have to make sure the Broncos win tomorrow. Because if the Chargers win tomorrow, they're 3-0 and 3-0 in the division to start the season. That's a tall hill to climb back and get in contention with.
I'm not worried about that. The Chargers always managed to go ahead and start off good and choke towards the end. They've been known for that.
Piss down their leg. At least
3-0. 3-0, yeah, it's a bad thing. If the Donkeys beat the Chokers, if the 3 teams all be 2, if pending the Raiders win, they'll be 2-1. They'll still be in 3rd place because because they lost to the Chokers and Denver Denver will be 1st place in according to the rules. But only got to do. Raiders got to take care of business tomorrow.
I'm not saying root for him. It's like you got to look out, kind of go. Oh.
I don't root for them. I hope they win, but I'm not rooting for them. I'm not gonna sit there and watch the game like, yeah.
No, I'm not
They
going to
win or
watch
lose.
the
I'm
game.
not going to watch the damn game. Maybe I don't know. They'll say, hey, Chris, I got problems. What's your problem? Lose your cane, Mike? I got extra ones. Yeah, this guy, I can't do that down. Yeah, I understand what he's saying.
I agree. I'm the same way. I might have said it too explicitly to make it sound like I was going to root for somebody, but it's one of those deals I kind of want to. Yeah, Redskins defense is good. It's not a slouch. That's why I got it at 17-14.
So Chip Clay got to find a way to
17-13, excuse me.
Chip Clay got to find a way to chip away that defense. No more 11, 20-yard passes. No, we don't need to do all that. If you want to do a dink and dunk, do it. If you get positive yards on a dink and dunk without you don't getting sacked, throw out to the flats, throw out some slants, yeah, do that. Don't have to throw a 20-yard pass, 30-yard pass every time you get the ball. So. Jason, got any final thoughts before we call it quits?
No, I got no final thoughts. Hopefully I was able to exercise my opinion a little bit.
No, you did. You got some good takes. That's why me and Jeff invited you to the show. Jeff brought it to my channel. I said, hell yeah. Because we did that one show in Jeff's place and you did a great job. Love it. Love your takes. Sometimes you talk too long. Not just kidding.
Oh, me? I can get going sometimes. It's like,
you know.
Hey, shut the fuck up. No,
you're good. You're good. I was messing with you. Yeah, Jack Kenner will ask you a question like, huh? That's the question I asked you, man. Okay, keep talking. But yeah, you're good. That's why it's a pleasure having you on the show with us. So we got to win tomorrow. It's not a must win. Like somebody said, a must win. No, not yet. But it's a must get better win. A must get better. Improve on the things that you messed up on last game.
We need to chalk a W. We need to take a win, put it in our back pocket.
Yeah, it's not a must win, but it's a capable win. We can win.
And where we show ourselves as being on the rise and ascending franchise is we go to Washington, we win. I don't care how we win. It's just win, baby. That's our motto. Just win. Let's come back home. Chicago's coming in. We all know about Chicago. Okay. Not gonna pull any punches with that.
No.
But if you F around what happens, you find out
Find
with
out.
Chicago. Because they're an NFL team. They can win on any given Sunday.
Any team can.
But when you come back from Washington, you take that, put it in the locker, lock it, that game's over. On to Chicago.
Yeah.
On Monday morning, let's wake up Monday morning. We can talk about the game, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, even us, Raider Nation, even us, because you know and I know, there are people out there that listen to it. Those guys listen to some of these podcasters. They do. Don't sugarcoat it. There's some guys out there that watch the podcasts of, maybe it is Mitchell Rentz they watch. I'm sorry, but maybe they do watch him or they watch somebody else,
Oh, no.
And they hear it. They hear it. So we need to by Tuesday, we need to go done. We're on to Chicago.
Each content creator watch everybody. I watch other people too. Like, so we watch our show. They're not going to acknowledge it, but they peek in and see what they were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Especially you start mentioning their name like you just did. Why are you talking about me? But it happens. It happens a lot. Yeah. I don't care. I know guys I like and those are guys I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I watch everybody and see what they're saying, and like you say, these guys full of shit, and I'll say it. But I don't want to get into a content creator war with anybody, because if you're a Raider content creator, we all should be on the same page. It's all about
together.
The Raiders. It's not about my personal feelings about you, what you think, because everybody got their own goddamn opinion. That's what makes us humans. We all got their opinion. If you think Astro Ginger's a bust, so be it. Yep. If you think Geno Smith the wrong quarterback for us, so be it. That's not my opinion, but that's yours. Mm-hmm. You stick with it.
I'm not going to hate you for that. I'm not going to hate you for that opinion.
No.
You're still a Raider fan. You're still part of the family. I'm not going to hate you for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't squall back at me because I have my opinion.
I don't like the content creators who give out false information just for likes, clickbait. I don't like those guys. Hey. That don't know. I don't even bother with them. But the question was, is JPG going to play? As far as like that, look like he is.
Yeah,
he's out of concussion protocol. He had full practice yesterday, so he's out concussion protocol. So he probably will play.
Yep,
more than likely. Hopefully he does.
Yep,
he can line a lot better. All right, so
hits boy. Yeah, I'm part of the family. And Chip sucks.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion. I get it. My take on that is let's wait a little while before we start just dumping people.
Listen, you know what I mean? That's what I like. I'm not gonna argue with them. Say if you think Chip sucks, I say yeah. And
we're in the
you can have some facts behind it, but yeah, no joke, go crazy. I'm not saying that name. You see it?
Yeah.
Y'all got me one time a while back. I'm not falling for that crap again. But anyway, as Janet Jack said, let's fucking go Raiders.
Yep.
And so this is the last call podcast, man. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, I'm Chris for Raiders. That's all Raiders first downs over there. Jeff had to leave because he looked a little worn out.
Who, so me? Jeff, yeah.
So make sure you subscribe to all our channels. Hit the like buttons. We appreciate it. Say it, Jason.
Let's go Raiders. Come on.
There it is.
As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders. Yeah.